Welcome into We Are Soccer Central, where we gather knowledge and perspectives from across the footballing universe. How's it going? Hope you are well. My name is Robert Kerr, host of the program, as always, joined by a special guest heading into his second year at the helm of Detroit Mercy's Titans, the men's soccer head coach, Nate Kopunek. Thank you so much for joining us here on We Are Soccer Central.
No, thanks for having me. Appreciate the opportunity to talk all things Titans.
Yeah, so head coach of Detroit Mercy Titans coming over into your second year after 4 successful years at Bowling Green. We are in mid-August, so before we talk about the team and the schedule and what's ahead, for you, what's going on right now? Because this is a very condensed preseason in college soccer, and we're in the midst of that now.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, we just finished up our first week, and we're moving into our second week. So a lot of soccer. The big thing for us is just getting aligned, getting fit. Within the whole program, we're bringing in 8 new guys, but we have a stable foundation from my first year that are staying on. So a lot of just building blocks, a lot of opportunities to get aligned. Get connected so that we're all on the same page, kind of each and every day, and then moving forward into our first game. So.
We'll give listeners and viewers perspective. So the Titans play in the Horizon League based in Detroit, obviously, and second season after the previous coaching staff had been there for a long time. So I guess what lessons or what were the challenges in year one, and then what are you excited for going into year two here?
Yeah, I think the challenges that we faced is just new staff coming in and just trying to get them all on the same page and getting aligned with the philosophy and the habits that we're trying to instill in them. We want them to be better men when they leave here, and so just trying to continually do that with the game of football. I look at myself as a teacher first, and so in my office or my classroom is out there on the field. So I have a great opportunity to do that with all the guys that are here and just helping them grow each and every day so that we can get 1% better every day. And so we do that a lot. We try to talk to them. We dive into film, dive in on the soccer side of things just to continue to build that. I will say this, a great group of guys. They've been fantastic. Obviously, we've added some new pieces, but there is a still stable foundation from the previous staff, and so just trying to take what we have currently and continually just making them better as we go forward. And we're really, really pleased with what we were able to do. And I guess it's a year and a half now. And we're just getting better. It's really exciting times to be here in Detroit. Obviously, with the city as a whole is on the rise with the Lions' success, and it's just a really good time to be in the city. And we kind of look as that the same way within our program. It's exciting times to be a Detroit Titan.
So you've made a couple stops in your coaching career, Bowling Green and others before that. Had you been to Detroit in that area before this position?
Obviously, I was at Bowling Green for about 4.5 years. We were up here a couple times, so I knew the school, but not too much. Obviously, I knew the city as well, but once here, it's a beautiful campus, beautiful school. It's a great place to be. We play in the Horizon League, like you said before, which is a super competitive league at the Division I level, and we have all the tools that we have available to us to be successful, especially with the guys in the locker room. We think we can continue to push this program to the highest standards.
So you said there's 8 new guys coming in the preseason. How big is the squad, and what kind of activities might you do to help integrate these players?
Yeah, obviously, the alignment and the integration is super important. 8 new guys obviously isn't too many, but it is a good stable base. But that said, we didn't lose a lot from the year before. So from the team that finished fourth and hosted a playoff game for the first time since 2019, we bring pretty much everybody back. So in that sense, our foundation is getting those 8 guys up to speed. But we've been able to do a lot of culture meetings and some book calls to kind of make sure that they're kind of getting on the same page. And a lot of times we let the returners kind of lead a lot of those to get them up to speed. So I think it's a very player centric leadership squad. We try to push them to lead each other and kind of drive the culture that they want with a little bit of coaching push, but a lot of it's driven by them, which is really exciting. And I think we have a really good leadership core that's helping them get aligned, and we just spend time together. That's the biggest thing. Those connections are massively important to who we are and what we're all about here at Detroit.
What's the composition of the squad with domestic, local, and internationals?
No, that's a great question. I got here and we had a lot of local Michigan kids. And then my time at Bowling Green, just recognizing the talent level that we have within Michigan. I'm not shying away from it. We're diving in fully. We're really, really proud of our domestic recruiting. And I'm also going to say that we're really, really proud of our Michigan recruiting. There's a ton of talent here. Having MLS, ECNL, and then beyond, we have so much talent in the state of Michigan. We don't have to go very far. And so we look at all of those teams. We recruit heavily from those teams. And then the Midwest, I think that's where we start. So we start Michigan, we go out to the surrounding Midwest area states. And then outside of that, we have a few internationals, but we're not heavy international. We try to select the right guys, and that's the same if they're Michigan, if they're outside in Ohio, Illinois, wherever. And then even internationally, they have to be the right fit. They have to be the right fit soccer wise, but they have to be also the right fit character wise. And I think character wise is probably something that we really stress. So we get to know these kids throughout the recruiting process. And then we select. Obviously, we get a ton of emails, so it's a privilege to be a part of our program, and we select the guys that we think can come in and have that competitive drive to push this program beyond.
And from your side as a coach, do you have like a certain playing style that you have? Are you a system guy, or you somebody who is always adjusting based on the talent and the players and tools available?
Yeah, we adjust a little bit to the players. I think, that's what preseason's all about. We've gotten a group together and we have kind of an identity of how we want to play. And we also have an identity of what's really important to us in those games. And from there, we kind of look at the players that we have to kind of put them in the best opportunity to be successful, if that makes sense. But the foundation of that is really important, that we are structured probably defensively. We're a little bit more structured there because one of our pillars is defend first. Not to say that we're a defending team. We're not trying to be a defensive team. I think we actually can play some really good stuff football wise on the ball and around. But we start defensively sound and making sure that structure is there so that there's then a little bit more freedom in the attack. And that's just probably something that I believe in, that we stress to the guys, is if we have that structure defensively, we can be a little bit more free in the attack. They're good soccer players. That's why they're here. So let's unlock them a little bit and let them go and be those really good soccer players that they are.
So what would be your ideal? Let's fast forward to the big end of the season. Where do you want the Titans to be?
We want to compete for championships. That's been my big thing since I first got here. And we were happy with, the first year, being able to progress and obviously make the Horizon League tournament, but we're not happy with how it ended. And I came from a program down south at Bowling Green that was really successful, and we're working on it daily to make sure that we're building a championship culture. I don't know, I can't speak on when that's going to be, but we're driving every day to win a championship, and I'm not gonna shy away from that. We're here to win a championship and within the Horizon League. I don't know when that'll be. We hope it's sooner rather than later. But that's why we play the schedule that we play with our non-conference games to help set us up for a run when we get to the Horizon League.
Is there looking at the 2024 schedule in preseason now, and you open at home, it looks like on September 2nd against Chicago State at Titan Field. When you look down that schedule, what are some of the ones that stand out to you that if the championship doesn't happen, that what's a like a must win or kind of what would be a marquee
Yeah.
victory?
Hey, it's funny you say that. I think something that we talk about within our program is the most important game is the one in front of us. And so that next one is our next preseason game coming this Saturday here at Titan Field. And so that's the one that we're focusing on. We want to just be better, and we want to be playing our best football come November when we're fighting for a title. And so we don't try to look too far in front of us. We have a really tough schedule. I'm not going to shy away from that. You know, we get a chance to play at Maryland, at Notre Dame, at Michigan, Western Michigan, and NCAA tournament teams coming to us. We want to play the best possible teams that we can to prepare us for a run in the Horizon League. And that means playing teams that have NCAA either experience or caliber. You know, and that's something that's really important to us. You know, we want to win every single game that we play, but we also want to learn from every single game that we play. And that's really important to us as well. And so we want to learn as much as we possibly can before, you know, November hits and we're in the Horizon League tournament, because that's the goal. The goal is to get into the Horizon League tournament. And then from there, it's to win the next game, because that's the most important game in front of us.
Indeed, I don't want to get too far ahead of yourself, and looking at the non-conference schedule, definitely not pulling any punches. Like it's kind of a barometer of how can you measure if you're ascending or not, is what the challenges you're willing to take on, and the U of D Mercy Titans definitely look like they're taking on some challenges. Um, Titan Field, your home venue, can for those who haven't been to a game there, how would you describe a game day at the a Mercy home game?
Yeah, we had one this past Saturday. I think we just keep getting more and more fans in there to Titan Field, which is pretty fun to watch. Really good family atmosphere. All of our families come to it, and then we have dinner afterwards together as a group. So you definitely always get the families. We're still building it and trying to get more and more of the community involved. But it's a great atmosphere. It's a great place to be. We think it's you know, a great field, and we're out there every day trying to represent it, and then also protect it whenever we get a team here.
Throughout kind of stepping back a little bit outside of the here and now, and kind of looking into the memory banks of your life in soccer up to this point, could you circle a specific goal or a moment that's been your favorite part of the journey so far?
Oof. It's been a lot of really good ones. I think the one that comes to mind for me is the win against Louisville when I was down at Bowling Green. It was, you know, we'd won the MAC the year before and went to the NCAA tournament during COVID, and came up short in that first game. And so we had a little bit of a bitter taste in our mouth. But the second year that we got there, we were at Louisville and we got a victory there. And Cale Nichols scored a goal with a little bit of a backside clip and scored, and it was just a really good opportunity to celebrate with all of you know, the Bowling Green fans, the support. That victory was probably just one of the really exciting ones as a group, because we'd worked so hard that year. And honestly, didn't think that it was going to happen. We didn't think we were getting in the NCAA tournament. We got the call kind of late that we had an opportunity, and then went down to Louisville and got an away win at a really tough ACC opponent. And so that one was probably I mean, that's probably the closest one that I can remember, and the one that'll always be special to me.
That sounds like a great one. Coming back to Detroit here, what is something that you could see on the field or otherwise where you'd know, and this might have already happened, that you'd know that like this, like your stamp is on it? What would be something that like a signature that you'd see play out that you'd know, like, you know, this is really my squad now?
Yeah, I think it's already happened here a good bit. Just the way that we want to play, how we want to interact, how our guys interact within the, you know, the community here, on campus and off. They're ambassadors for our university, and they represent themselves extremely well. And so that's why we're really selective on who we're bringing in, because they have to be the right fit to help continue to push the group forward. So, you can talk about all the soccer stuff, but at the end of the day, we want to win games, but we also want to build better men. And so I think when they leave here, we want to make sure that, come 10, 15 years down the line, they're great human beings. And so I think we've gotten a really good group so far. And I'm really excited for the potential that they have. They're really good people. And they're learning to be really, really great competitors each and every day. And we're excited to see where this group takes us.
Yeah, is there one thing that for someone that might be wanting to follow along, what might be a place or an event that might get them excited about U of D Titans?
Yeah, I don't. I mean, there all the home games. Obviously, we want as much support as we can coming out. Obviously, we host Western Michigan, which should be a really good one. And then all the other conference games. They're always really big games for us. Obviously we're going back to Notre Dame. Last year we played them. They were the runner-ups, and we lost 1-0 to them. We had a really good game. So we're getting better each and every game, and we're just going to play the best possible competition we can. And I think every game is a great opportunity to represent who we are and what we're all about here at Detroit, and especially being Detroit tough. That's something that I think we all embody.
Is that something that you want to embrace from Detroit? Is that the Detroit grit that's going around?
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously you have the Lions. They talk about the Detroit grit. It's something that we try to embody as well. We want to be a tough team to play against. That doesn't mean that we're not going to play some beautiful stuff. We are. We're really excited about the group going forward, but we have a little bit of blue collar toughness in us for sure.
You think you'll be free scoring or really tight?
Uh, Hopefully, whatever it takes to win. That's how I'll answer that one. Whatever it takes to win.
Well, sure thing. And thank you so much for spending time with us here on We Are Soccer Central in the midst of preseason, heading into a very hectic college season 2024, second year at the helm. U of D Mercy Titans head coach Nate Kopunek. Thank you so much for joining me here today.
Thank you very much, Robert. I appreciate talking all things Titans. We're excited about this season.
Cheers. Good luck.
Thank you.